Ow, 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 ow. Mm.
You all right, Doug?
Yeah, I just had one of those little shooting pains you get in your feet sometimes.
Monday night, 8 o'clock, October 19, 2020.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks until Trump gets his Trump uppins.
Well, I did my blow
Oh,
for liberty today. I did my vote.
yeah.
There was a little bit of a line, but I brought a little folding camp chair, a little stool,
Nice.
for like, $10. And I sat in it, and the line moved rather quickly as people went through and happily voted. People were laughing. People were happy. Um,
Mm.
One man was asked to put his weapon away.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it was a little thing, just a little thing. So obviously he went to the Halloween store before he came. He says he looked like he had just walked off of a Frazetta painting. So
what was he carrying? What kind of weapon was he
I almost
carrying?
took a picture of it, but it's his privacy. And if a man wants to walk around like he is the lead guitarist on Molly Hatchet, he should be allowed to do so.
That's just nuts.
So,
Is he trying to intimidate somebody? Is that supposed to mean something?
well, there was one kid who when the guy got out of his car, he said, "Cool." So I think he was probably too young to vote. So
Yeah,
that was lots of fun.
that's nuts.
So, but I had to explain who Molly Hatchet was.
That's annoying when
No,
your clever social references just get
yeah,
blown out of the
so I had to
water.
explain
Yeah.
AC/DC. Do
Like
you know someone who is actually doing an AC/DC thing?
me?
Yeah, do you know someone doing they no? No? Okay.
No,
I thought that was like a cover band or something like that.
no, no.
Anyway,
Not that I know of.
I came in, I went in, I identified myself. They knew who I was 'cause I'd been there before. It
Hmm.
was the first day they had for early voting, and I showed up and I showed them my identification, and they approved it and handed me a ballot. I went to
Nice
the
little room.
little voting booth
Little.
thing they have, the voting vote stands, and carefully went through and then remembered to flip your ballot over because there's stuff on the other side of it.
Oh
So
God, yeah.
I did that. So let's see here. Who did I vote for? I voted for all kinds of people. Some I'd actually met in person, which,
Excuse me.
believe it or not, still counts. If you want to get my vote and meet you in person, I'm much more likely to do that. So there was someone I did not vote for. I think it's pretty obvious who I did not vote for, and someone I obviously did vote for. So anyway, it was a historic moment for me, and I was happy to do it. And if I look forward to doing it again in another 2 years,
So
perhaps.
what do you think is going to happen with this new Supreme Court justice that they're undoubtedly going to hustle onto the bench, who was very coy when she was asked about a peaceful transition of power?
She was coy for several days. I could not be
Yeah, but
that coy
yeah,
for
but
several days.
she was particularly coy about that remark. She was evasive and I think, frankly, kind of snotty about it. And it's clear as day what she's going to do. And it's like, so it'll be a 5-4 decision. And one of the people that was questioning her put up a list. He had like 80 different decisions that came in front of the court, and every damn one of them was 5-4 decisions.
Well,
And they had,
I don't think there's any doubt that many judges are overworked with the caseload they're trying to deal with.
mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what she will do, but I probably will not like what she does.
No, she's the
So,
first thing they'll do is to get rid of Roe v. Wade and Obamacare. They're going to do as much damage as they can right up until we yank the controls out of their hands.
well, I actually have come to really appreciate the jury system.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
well that's part of what they're trying to destroy. You look at those 80 different cases,
yeah,
that's what they're damaging. They're taking away the right to a jury trial. That it's always a judge can just bang his gavel and say that's the end of it.
sure.
Or shit, what happened to we the people?
Yeah,
That's why I get tired of hearing the
I throw
Republicans talk
myself
about
to
rule of law.
the mercy of the jury.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, and the Republicans talk about rule of law, but what it comes down to is they want the law to come down on their side every time. And it's like, that's just not right. It can't be that way.
tend not to happen that way.
No,
So
it's nonsense. And then they know it.
she's,
And
I believe
it's
she's
just
only
this,
47 years old.
yeah, and only had 3 years of actual experience,
Yeah.
which is just
So
insulting as shit.
she's 47 years old. I think Justice Ginsburg was 87. So it's entirely a possibility we may have this person for 40 years, from 47 to 87. That's 40 years
Not as
last
long
time I
as
looked
I'm
at it,
breathing.
which is
No.
40 years from now, which is, good heavens, it's 2060. So that's well past the deadline for a lot of the planet warming stuff.
Yeah.
So which we're trying to deal with. I got an oil change and they washed my car.
Where?
I went to an oil changing place. Not today. Today was very nice, but last week, and I drove in. I said I need an oil change, and they went and they changed the oil. And then when they were done, they washed it and they removed all the ash that had been laying on my car.
Really? I don't know anybody that does that. What was it? Grease Monkey or Jiffy Lube or
No, it
where'd
was
you
a
go?
dealer. It was a dealer. It was a dealer.
You went to the okay.
Well, because everything's under warranty. Apparently warranty includes having a young man come out and wash my car. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful to him and appreciate him for doing that. So,
Yeah.
the wonderful thing about it is how well I could see all the ash still continuing to fall.
I know it's crazy. That fire is just way out of
Well,
control.
it's just at this point, everything smells like I'm making s'mores over a campfire.
It smells to me like somebody's
Well,
shoved a
what
evergreen
I
in my
want to
butt and set it on
recommend,
fire. It's crazy.
a small marshmallow and some cocoa, as you drive down the street, a small marshmallow in your mouth, to probably block most of the ash and mucus, from getting into your brachial branches of your lungs that you breathe.
Oh God. Well, it not so much that, but your eyes, all the little microscopic fly ash. Because
Well, I
if you
can
look
tell
at the
you,
air, there's
when you wear a mask over your face,
yeah,
what happens is after a while, the air intake gets
it's
dirty.
dark.
You can
Yeah,
see
you see it.
you roughly see where your mouth is and where your nose is. Um,
Hmm.
the other thing I found out is that when they were replacing my oil, they checked the air filters, and all the air filters were clogged and need to be
Yeah.
replaced because they all had ash in them.
Yep.
So that was unfortunate. So the car's cleaner on the inside and the outside, I think.
Mhm.
I still wear a mask everywhere I go, except when I'm doing Zooming, because that's just one more thing. You have so few visual cues.
Well, the thing is with Zoom, bacteria don't travel through Zoom. Not yet. There's another update coming from that.
It'll be a virus. It won't be that.
Yeah, there'll be a COVID patch so that you can really endanger yourself.
So just suggesting we have to limit the number of people we associate with at any meeting. So at work, if I
Isn't
don't
that
like,
funny? Isn't that funny though that how suddenly the right to gather is being restricted?
right to assembly,
And
the most important election in human history.
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
And
I
Trump
can
wanted to
talk about
stop who was it Twitter from being disrespectful, so freedom of speech. And let's see, the only thing we're really allowed to do is carry guns, and only if you're white.
that. I'm just wondering about the background. What background am I looking at, Doug? That's a beautiful stellar background.
Oh, it's I think it's a black hole or a stellar nursery. I'm not sure which.
Black hole?
I couldn't tell. I really don't know.
Okay, all right. So I just wonder.
I'm sure they look pretty spectacular. All the side effects.
It looks like a bad day in Riyadh, as far as I can tell, if you're looking track of the weather. So,
Well, there's something really bizarre going on there. It's like there's a big sphere, and I think that's the event horizon of the black hole. And then all that red stuff around it is plasma that's being accelerated because it's falling into a near orbit, but not quite falling in. But it's getting into that gravity well and just wing flying around there. So it's probably coming out at something like, I don't know, 0.99999 light speed. That's what happens near black holes. You get all sorts of weird. You get relativistic effects. You get acceleration effects. Things fall into the accretion disk and get stuck.
It always happens when I try to trim the front yard.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
You try to mow the front lawn, and there's singularity involved, and it's like I should have bought a different lawnmower.
I got a question for you. I was thinking because we're coming up on Christmas here in a couple of months. Old Lang Syne. What the hell does that mean?
Old time's sake.
Is that the old Lang Syne?
Yeah, there's actually. I used to think there was one place I was in. A guy, he had redone his basement as a bar, and he had a sign that said "Old Lang Syne," and he spelled sign SIGN. You know, like it was an old lang
It's
sign.
just old time sign. Yeah, that's cute.
Somewhere in Scotland, there's like lang signs everywhere. You know, I don't know exactly. I'm not even sure what the traffic notation is supposed to be. It's supposed to slow down, speed up, or perhaps drink more. I don't know.
Well, I think the Shirelles talked about a lot, that Do Lang song.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong.
Sign, everywhere.
Probably am.
Lang sign.
Everywhere an old lang sign.
How do you like your headphones?
Huh?
How do you like your headphones?
What?
I've never seen your
Well,
headphones.
well, I don't have them all the way on because I really want to have some ambient sound.
Uh-huh.
Because when I put them on, everything sort of it feels muffled. I can't hear very well.
Okay.
So I sort of cock one off this ear.
I've decided to go with more natural backgrounds because
Yeah.
they do this thing where they edit you out like a green screen kind of thing. I'm not careful.
I wouldn't mind editing myself out. That'd be great. I'm thinking of just going to a static photo,
No,
maybe an
no.
MRI. I look better on the inside than I do on the outside.
Well, I want to thank you for your work on getting Zoom operating again. We'll do this on a more regular basis, and it'll just be better. It'll just be better. I just need more
Here,
practice at it. That's all.
And so, okay, so you've been recording. So when we finish this session, it should say that it's encoding it, and bring your computer up because I'll have to figure out where it's encoding it and get that file.
Doug,
And
have we been recording this? I think we have because I have a
you have,
error message on here that says stop recording. If I want to, I can click on this, go from a square to a circle, I assume.
right? Yeah, that little thing. If you look in the top left corner, see the red dot, flashing red dot. Look in the top left corner of the window.
Top left?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, the arc.
yeah. You see the little red dot with recording.
Actually,
You
all I see is a pause, stop, and a stop recording button. I can stop that if I can, right? It says stop recording. It says stop recording, Shift, Command, R.
Can you close that window without doing anything?
I think I can. Let me see here. No,
I'm not sure what you're seeing. To tell you the truth.
I certainly don't want to touch anything because you have it working and it seems to be working perfectly, and I'm fine with
Well,
that.
can you see in the top left corner? There's like a little green symbol on a black background
Yes.
right next to it.
Share screen. Really?
Oh, you don't see a little red dot flashing that says recording?
No, sir. I do not. No, I don't see a flashing red button. No.
Are you looking at my picture, my video?
Yes, yes, with a picture of the Earth behind you, apparently
Right,
emerging from some quasar.
Some kind of thing, yeah. Interesting, because I don't see the same thing.
Shall I
That's
not? Shall I touch something else like share screen, pause, stop
Well,
recording?
go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop recording,
Okay, I'm going to stop recording right now.
and then we'll go ahead and stop the meeting.
Hold on,
And
folks.
so